channel. Thank you so much for checking out another one of my videos. Today is going to be all about bloating. Now, what is bloating? How do we stop it? Why do things not work for me? Well, girl or boy, I've been in your shoes. I still suffer from bloating like that. I think that's just something that we're all going to have to get used to some way or another. But I think it's super possible to try your best to like mitigate that and to just decrease how much bloating you have through natural lifestyle choices that are kind of like second nature now. It's things that you have to be mindful about, and these tips are like very simple, very straightforward. I'm gonna go ahead and share everything I kind of do in a day that helps me lower my bloating as much as possible, because we don't like bloating, especially now that it's bikini weather type of thing, you know, in Miami. If you have a pool, or like if you're starting to go back to the beach and things like that. So what is bloating? Bloating in simple terms is just a buildup of gas in your stomach, in your intestines, and it kind of gives you that puffy feeling, and sometimes it's even uncomfortable, and it's not because you ate a big meal, it's just because something's going on down there and you have to try to fix it a little bit better, because maybe your stomach and your bacteria inside your stomach, your natural human processes aren't working the way they're supposed to, so you have to give it a little push, a little bit of help. So I'm gonna take you throughout my day and I'm gonna show you everything I do to kind of stop bloating, like little tips and tricks that I feel like have worked best for me. I've been doing this for like a year, maybe 2 years now. Things that I have learned along the way that kind of help me and my bloating, and I've talked to other people and it's helped them too. But I wanted to show you how I do it and how I implement it in my daily life, and I'm gonna include all the links to the scientific evidence to all these tips that I've done, because I've had to research them somewhere before I start actually doing them, and so you guys can actually read up on it and educate yourselves as well, because I think it's really important to actually read it for yourself and see it and understand how it works, and then implement it in your daily life. So let's get my day started. I got my workout clothes on. I'm gonna do some toning stuff from Orange Theory, and then I'm gonna go on a run, and then yeah, let's just see where the day takes me. And thank you so much for coming along. Alright, body update. Abs are sort of showing up little by little if I really try and I really flex them, but I really never have like actual definition. I never had like actual abs like defined, so I'm really excited to be getting some definition there, and my biceps, and no bloat right now, which is good, because as soon as I have something I'm probably gonna bloat, so typical. Alright guys, first tip, probiotics. Now I'm sure you've heard of these before. It's bacteria, actual bacteria, like little thousands of little pieces of bacteria that go into your body. That good bacteria helps break down everything that's in your stomach, and it just helps you have a better digestive system. And so I always recommend to have probiotics in your diet. Now this you can get naturally or unnaturally. This is probably the only thing I do a little bit unnaturally, because I don't have the foods, nor do I like the foods that have naturally occurring probiotics in it, but maybe you do. So just to name a few: kimchi, kombucha, yogurt, sauerkraut or something like that. So definitely, if you like yogurt, that's probably the only place I get some probiotics from my food. I love yogurt. I probably have it once a day, so it just works out perfectly that has probiotics. So I usually have one of those a day, especially when I'm feeling a little bit bloated and I want to have a little bit of a snack. It really does help my digestive system, and it really helps see a little bit of the bloating go down. The other way I get probiotics is through supplements. Now, every morning I have 1 scoop of Body Bloom, and I've talked about this in another video. This is Body Bloom right here. It's from Sarah's Day. She came out with this powder, and basically it's an inner health and beauty powder, and it has a good source of pre and probiotics. So usually you just hear about probiotics, but if you have prebiotics in your system too, then it just helps everything work together. So you can find pre and pro at your local health food store, or you can buy a powder such as this one, and I put it into my water every single morning. That's the first thing I start drinking. And in this case, I also put some pre-workout because I'm about to start working out. I don't put a lot of pre-workout anymore. I usually put 1 scoop, but lately I've been putting just a little bit less, because pre-workout isn't the best for you and your heart. I know that. I'm learning, and so I'm just putting a little bit less, but just to help change the flavor of the pre and probiotics. Now if you can't afford to get a powder or anything that's like a little bit pricier, I don't know, you can also get pills that have probiotics in them. And so these are my favorite. I actually don't have like the box for it, but it's called Culturelle. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. It's once a day pill, or you can take it once in the morning and once at night, and it has probiotics in it. And like I said, overall probiotics are just gonna help your digestive system and help break down the gas and then help take away all that, so that way you have a flatter stomach feeling and you don't feel puffy, and you just feel overall better, because digestive system can really make your entire body feel like it's not at the best that it could be. So definitely include probiotics into your diet. You can either do naturally or in supplement form. But whatever way, as long as you get it in, I think that's what really matters. That's tip number 1, have some probiotics in your diet daily. Guys, look at this. Look how sweaty I am. My second tip to de-bloat, and that is physical activity. Now there's a whole range that I'm going to talk about here. So if you have a lot of bloating, you wake up a little bit bloated, or you feel bloated throughout your day, go ahead and try your best to get either an intense sweaty session in, because you're going to flush out water, you're going to flush out toxins, and that alone is going to let the bloating subside a little bit. Or if you don't want to do an intense session, or you already worked out, or any of that you can't do a hard sweaty session, go for a 20-minute walk. I live by this, guys, because every single time I'm bloated and I feel like puffy and like just not cute, I go for a 20-minute walk. It doesn't even have to be fast, it could be a slow. I listen to a podcast, I watch some Netflix, I watch YouTube, like literally the slowest walk around my block, and it helps so much. Now, how does that help? Basically, it helps your digestive system and helps push down, like gravity is very important. Gravity makes everything fall down. So something as simple as a walk around your block can help relieve gas and bloating and help the bowels move, and just let the natural body processes that we're supposed to do normally just come a little bit quicker. So physical activity can help you de-bloat. Shower, I'm gonna get dressed, get a little bit more decent, and then we're gonna go ahead and have our first meal, where I'm gonna give you the next tip, which is something that, again, I think has helped me so much. Okay, so I look normal. I look like a girl again, finally. I'm in fresh clothes and I'm ready to go ahead and have my first meal. And this is where I'm gonna give you your next tip. Now, wait until you're hungry to have your first meal. Now, some people wake up and they're hungry automatically, and you know what? Power to you. Go ahead and get that banging breakfast in and do what you do. But I highly recommend that if you can push your breakfast as far as possible when your body's really hungry, it really helps your digestive system, and in turn helps with bloating. Now, how does that happen? Basically, your body is digesting overnight everything you kind of ate the day before or the last meal of your day. And so overnight your body's digesting, and then it wakes up, and sometimes it's still in the process of digestion. So once you start walking around, once you exercise or you do whatever, it really finishes up the process of the digestive system from the day before. Now, if you prolong your first meal, your body has more time to work on making sure everything is ready for the new day of food. I just like to make sure that my body is ready to go ahead and receive some more food for the next day, rather than wake up and eat first thing in the morning and it has to process the food you had the night before and the food you're having right now. So just go ahead and try to prolong your first meal as long as possible. Make sure your body is ready to go ahead and start digesting new food, and that way that helps to bloat as well, because your body is in its optimal state to digest new food. So go ahead and try to listen to your body, to listen to when you're actually hungry, and have that first meal. Okay guys, so I have my meal ready. I made a chipotle bowl. You guys are probably so tired of me making chipotle bowls because I probably made them the past 2 vlogs, but creature of habit, and it's really delicious, and it has all necessary items that you need in the meal to make it a balanced meal. Now I'm gonna give you the next 2 tips on how to focus on not bloating so much or to help de-bloat. And that is, number 1, make sure you add fiber into all of your snacks or all of your meals. Now fiber, you know, it's really important for your body, it's really important for your health. It helps so many functions function properly inside your body. So you need to make sure you're including it in as many meals as possible. Now, if in a day you eat about 10 grams of fiber, let's say, the actual recommended daily intake for fiber is about 25 to 30 grams. So don't go from one day to the next and add that much fiber, because your body's gonna go into shock and it's not gonna do what you want it to, which is de-bloat and naturally help your digestive system work better. Now you can just do a Google search on what are the best foods that have the most amount of fiber, and then you can start including those into your day. So I looked up the top 5 that I could find that have the most fiber per serving. It's beans, berries, avocados, whole grains, and apples. So if you just start including those into your diet, you're good. Maybe you don't like any of those, so I suggest looking up online on Google, anywhere, what are the best foods to consume for fiber, and then start adding those into your diet. So increase your intake over time, and then your body can get used to this change in your diet, and then you can see all the benefits. Is that I stutter so much? That way, if you're going at it slowly, you can allow your body to get used to this change in your diet and then actually see the positive benefits from it. Now for the second tip regarding food, you're gonna want to chew your food very slowly and take your time to eat. Now this might seem silly, but it's really true how if you eat fast, then you tend to swallow air and you tend to let your stomach do more work than it's supposed to. The digestion process starts in the mouth. So the more you chew it, the less your stomach has to work, and when your stomach works a little bit overtime, that can cause some bloating. So take the time, put your fork down between every bite and really chew your food, so that way your body doesn't have to do so much to break it down, because you've already done most of it in your mouth, and therefore you don't bloat. And also, this is a given, just a little extra, try to watch your portion sizes. If you know you're gonna go to the beach and you need to wear an outfit where you don't wanna look bloated, don't eat so much, because it's just natural that the more you eat, the more your body's gonna extend outwards, just because there's more inside of it, so it needs the space. So just try to make sure you're watching your portion sizes. Now I'm gonna go and eat my chipotle bowl, very excited for this, and then we'll see you guys for the next tip. There's a new show on Netflix called Control Z. It's based in Mexico, so it is in Spanish, and you can watch it in English, but it's not the same, you know what I mean? But it's so good. So if you haven't watched it, it's called Control Z. Just 1 season, 8 episodes, just takes you a day to watch it. It's so good. 10 out of 10, recommend. Guys, I wanted to show you right now, I'm feeling actually a little bit bloated, and I wanted to show you how exactly I'm looking. Now, literally, it's not that bad. I'm not saying that it looks super bloated or super like puffy, but you can see that I just ate, so I'm naturally gonna be a little bit bloated because I just ate. Like, that's normal. There's more food in your belly has to expand in order to make sure they can digest all that food. So know that bloating is a normal human function, and it's gonna happen. So don't get overwhelmed if you feel bloated after eating. Drink some water and wait an hour or 2, and you're gonna be back to your normal self. Now we're back with another tip. Water. When in doubt, drink water. It's the answer to all your problems. Every single one of them is water. Almost every single one of them. In order to not sound repetitive at everything I say in every video, I'm not going to go too in depth. But water, guys, if you're feeling even a little bit bloated, just go ahead and drink 1 little cup of water after every meal, with your meal, between meals, as soon as you wake up, as soon as you right before you go to sleep. Drink water. Water helps your digestive system. It helps move things along, helps you go to the bathroom, and it helps you do so much that helps you de-bloat. So in turn, drinking water helps you bloat less. Now, I might chug this whole thing and I'm gonna be a little bit bloated. Yeah, that's because there's a bunch of water in my stomach. But take a little bit of a walk, just wait 5-10 minutes, and then your body is really gonna take in that water, absorb it, use it to move things along in your digestive system, and de-bloat you. You're welcome. Alrighty guys, so this video is meant to be nice and short, nice and sweet, right to the point. These are the things that I do in my day to make sure I'm not bloated and I'm not uncomfortable, because that's the last feeling you want to feel confident and to feel good about yourself. So I hope you take all these tips into consideration and start using these tips in your daily lifestyles and see how it helps your body to deal with bloating. It's a very uncomfortable feeling. It doesn't make us feel our best. So I have to do anything and everything possible to try to bloat as little as possible, so I feel good about myself. And so I feel like I'm ready to always take on the day. And I'm ready to take a picture. And I'm ready for this and I'm ready for that. And just overall just feel better about my body and feel confident, which is what's important, to be healthy and happy and to feel good about yourself. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and share, and anything that you can do just to help out my channel. I really appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time on, I was gonna say Sophie's Sofa. This isn't Sophie's Sofa. I'll see you guys next time on whatever other video I do.